first, my memory for August 27th. Uh, it's Thursday, August 27th. That is day 52. And that was, my memory on this one is playing street hockey with the Servatius brothers. For most of my young years, 18 years and younger, during the summertime, I played street hockey all the time. I always played goaltender. It didn't matter. I didn't play. It wasn't like a handicap league or anything like that. I just played with all the other kids. I just happened to be in my wheelchair, playing goaltender, which kind of provides some extra padding for the goaltender. It does do a number on the wheelchair, though. But yeah, so played it all the time. It was really, really fun. And as I've mentioned, I grew up in Johnstown. And anyone that's a hockey fan, like a real hockey fan, is probably familiar with Johnstown because of the Johnstown Jets from back in the 70s. And there was a movie made about it called Slapshot with Paul Newman. And that was filmed in Johnstown. Paul Newman was in Johnstown. And in there they were the Johnstown Chiefs. Well, in the mid-'80s, the Jets had gone away. The Jets were famous. If you don't know the Jets at all, the Johnstown Jets were in the, I don't know, I think it was called the Iron League or something like that. And they became pretty nationally known for just the fights that they would get into. I mean, they got into these... Watch the movie Slapshot. If you have never seen the movie Slapshot, watch the first movie. I think there was a sequel. It's not. I don't think it's anything. I haven't seen the sequel. But the first one's a classic. It is shot in Johnstown. It is shot. All the extras are Johnstown people who were at the Jets games back in the day. It was shot at the War Memorial where the Jets played their games. And not a lot of it is exaggerated. I mean, the Jets had gone out into the stands at various times. There were a series of brothers. They were the Carlson brothers, but in the movie they were called the Hanson brothers. In real life they were the Carlsons, and and they played themselves in the movie, and it was amazing. Just watch it. They would go out and get into all these fights, and Bob Costas would tell stories about them. So anyway, the team, the league, everything went defunct when the steel mills shut down in Johnstown in the late 70s, early 80s, and then there was no hockey until the mid to late 80s, when a group of people got together and formed the Johnstown Chiefs, which was the name in the movie theater, in the movie Slapshot. And there were a couple of brothers, again. Well, there were two brothers in this case. The Servatius brothers, Darren and Ron Servatius, and they played with the Chiefs. Never made it to NHL or anything like that. They were mostly tough guys. They were mostly, they were not goal scorers. I think they were both defensemen. I can't remember. I know Darren was. I can't remember if Ron played forward or defense. But they played together on the Chiefs. They were from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. And on one day, we're all out in the local playground, or we call it the courts, and we're playing street hockey in the courts, and they are driving by in their car, and they see us playing, and they stop, and they get out and ask if they could play with us. We're like, oh my God, yeah. And so they came in and played with us. I think we were all in the 16 to 18 age range at that point. And they were, everyone knew who they were. Everyone knew it was Darren and Ron Servatius. And they were, and everyone knew they were goons. But it then became obvious how good you must have to be to get into the NHL, because they just dominated playing on the on the playground with us. I mean, everyone was wearing their rollerblades or their sneakers, and I mean, they were stick handling around people. People were like, "How the fuck are they stick handling?" Well, on the ice, they're just, their level of play on the ice just was not great. It didn't appear, because they were playing against other people, and nobody in this league was good enough to get to the NHL. So that became pretty clear, just how great you have to get in the NHL. Now, all that being said, I did stop a number of their shots. They played one person on each team. Everybody switched around and all that. I don't think anybody really was keeping score. We were just playing and having fun at that point. But it was cool, stopping some shots and taking some shots from them. It was really cool. And while I was writing down this memory, it popped into my head to just do a quick Google on where are they now. Where's Darren and Ron? And I found out that Darren Servatius actually died last year. Only 54 years old. And he died from complication of diabetes. So that was sad. I know that after he had stopped hockey, he had become the owner. He had started his own business, I guess, of a local fishing and rafting business back in Canada. He loved the outdoors like that, so it was sucks that he found out that he died that young. And this is on the same day. I'm recording this on the same day that I heard Chadwick Boseman died from Black Panther. He was only 43. So I do hope that they both had happy lives. But that was my memory for August 27th. Was getting to play street hockey with the Servatius brothers.